Yo, 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 yo. Nikki Owowo. Okay, before I start this video, this is pretty much what I want to say to the chief of police of Houston in regards to the Travis Scott situation with the injections and stuff being placed in people's necks. This is what I want to start off saying.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Hey.
What you gotta lie so much? You must wake up and just make up stuff. Cause I just do not
Understand why
every time you talk,
you tell
a quick lie.
Whoa.
You and your lies gotta go.
Whoa.
Because I'm tired of talking to Pinocchio.
Oh.
Then you had a nerd to look folks in the
Ah.
eyes, knowing that you telling them
Lies, that you telling them lies.
I asked you about it, and you lied about it.
Bye.
I asked you about it,
And you lied about it.
Get the lies together, they all over the place. I bet if Jesus came back,
You gonna lie to his face.
I guess you wanna see
How far your nose can grow? I said a P. Oh. I guess you wanna see how far your nose can go.
Let's go.
Let's go down them lies.
Don't believe that you say at this point. All you do is
La la la. La la la. La 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 la. Okay, y'all. So let's speak on a few things. This will be my last video, like talking about the Travis Scott situation, because I know it's like a information overload and everybody kind of saying the same thing. I wanted to say a couple of things after the chief came back out. Some things I've been looking at: people, party goers, medical staff, security staff who I've been seeing making videos behind the scenes, which I'll upload after this video, made me think of this in a slightly different light, okay, on a bigger scale. So let's talk about it. I want to say this. Everything that I say is my opinion, okay? It's allegedly, okay? I'm going to say this in the beginning. It's my opinion. Nikki, what do I know, right? But this is what I feel. Firstly, I want to get this out the way. Whether you believe it or not, okay, this world is a demonic place, okay? There are dark entities dressed up as human beings, ready and willing to do anything and everything in their power to try to keep this place as dark as possible. However, it will never overtake the light, in my opinion. So we're going to move on from there. I'm moving on from that place of the dark demonic spirituality thing, because a lot of people feel as if people are reaching, and it's another one of the conspiracy theories. So we're going to stick to what people want to believe that this is just a tragedy, which it is very much so. I want to say RIP to all the people who lost their lives. I don't know if I said that, and sending healing energy to the ones that everyone involved. It's not just a senseless tragedy. I feel like things could have been properly handled, and this wouldn't have happened. So let's speak on this. I just want to say certain people in this world are not equipped to have any type of power whatsoever, because they will misuse it, okay? Some of these celebrities are being praised more than God himself. Travis Scott, in my eyes, used and uses still today his fans as weapons. So I listened to countless stories of what happened behind the scenes, on the ground, so we can kind of pull everything together, okay? So this is what I heard. At 9:23, and the times maybe a smidget off, at 9:23 in the morning, the fence was breached. People was already there trying to get in early as 7 o'clock, like waiting in line. Not trying to get in, but just there trying to hold space. People was already acting wild at 9:23 a.m., okay, climbing the fence. At 9:48 a.m., the first person was sent to the hospital in an ambulance. Somebody had already got her at 9:48 a.m. And it was told that riot gear was requested at 9 something. So they already knew what was coming later on. Now, I don't know if any riot gear was used or did they ever receive it, but it was requested early that day. Early that morning, it was already 5 ambulances that had already showed up there and treated people, okay? Still right now, unfortunately, there's a 9-year-old still in a coma from this situation. So sending healing energy out to him. Let me move away from the obvious stuff. Since people don't want to look at the demonic spiritual attack that happened that night, let's just take a look at what else is going on. Let's start with security. Some security, they allegedly did not go through a security service at all. for certain people. One woman received all her correspondence through email, and her husband and her nephew were chosen to do security. Now, keep in mind that these were regular, smuggler people. Do you understand what I'm saying? No background check was done. They could have been the teddiest of the Bundys, okay? Serial killers, if you will. No background check was done. You got training? Don't need it. Ditto. No training needed, right? Who was in charge of that? Who was in charge of that? Once inside, this woman, the same woman who got hired for security, witnessed other security who were hired remove their security vests and begin to blend in with the crowd. Like, fuck it, we just wanted to get up in here for free. So we'll just say we're security. You understand what I'm saying? She also witnessed some hired security as well as concert goers doing an illegal substance they were snorting up their nose. One person did drugs right before her very eyes, as well as a police officer's very eyes. I don't know if it was Harris County or Houston PD. I don't want to lie. This is what she's saying. I'll play the video afterwards. Did the drugs right before their very eyes. She locked eyes with the police officer. Police officer locked eyes with us, and he shook his head like, oh, well, that's how it goes. Nothing done, right? Shortly after, she witnessed a person, I don't know if it's the same person, begin to act strange. And strangely, I mean, he began to rage. You know that rage that Travis Scott keep telling people to do? Rage, act violently, uncontrollably, right? He began to do that so much that she witnessed that it had to take a few people to try to literally hold him down after he did the drug. Now, in my opinion, and this is me allegedly, okay, what I believe is that not only was people passing out due to overheating, you understand, because it was so hot in there, it was too many recollections of people noticing other people snorting and doing drugs. I believe that it was a bad batch of drugs purposely given out. You understand what I'm saying? And every person who took that was also like dropping like flies. Okay? See, the only thing about the story about, I'm not going to say about the story yet. I'm going to wait. Okay? What I did read is, according to Wall Street Journal, and this is after I thought of that, I went and I looked up, was anyone given bad drugs at the festival? There is stating that, according to the Wall Street Journal report, investigators are looking at whether counterfeit drugs played a role in some deaths at the Travis Scott Astroworld Festival, right? It asks, did the counterfeit pills laced with fentanyl play a role in deaths at the Astroworld Festival? That is per Wall Street Journal report. I don't think that that's far-fetched either, okay? So that's something else. My thing is, how was drugs able to make it inside the park? That goes with the bags being checked, which one concert goer / security said that just wasn't being done. So that's a safety issue, right? My question is, how does Travis Scott not know that his security event was not legally equipped with the right security, like untrained security? Is that his issue or is that a venue issue? That's a question. Because I know that Travis is over his security. Top notch, I bet you he got. I bet you he hand selected his. It's just the safety of others that no one was on top of the shit for. Okay? Inquiring minds want to know that. Picture this, Cicely, right? You are at a concert and you are thinking that you are being protected by top-notch trained security of the world, Craig. Do you understand me? And come to find out that you are not being protected by that. You are being protected by possibly, allegedly, full-blown mini serial killers in training and known crackheads to cover you. Cover me. That's who's covering you. Do you guys understand that concerts are appearing not to be safe any longer? Now, I'm not trying to put no scare, and I'm sure that's why they're trying to keep this on the minimum. But this is not the first time that this shit has went on, meaning bags not being checked, meaning limited amount of staff, meaning hiring the top-notch security of the world, Craig. This is just the time that it was caught. So now this gonna cause a trickle effect. See, Travis is fucking up the church's money with other entertainers because right now I feel like this need to spark a national venue requirement of updates of safety protocol. I need you on top of that because lives were lost. People sent their children to a concert. In my eyes, I don't believe that you need to see no Travis Scott if you over the age of 18. Hell, I'm 44 and he do shit my eyes don't want to see and my ears don't want to hear. No child should be at that concert. But as a mother, you drop off your child at a concert and thinking that a child is going somewhere to have fun and your child comes up deceased. My God. No, that's not right. Okay? People will be afraid to attend any concert because of shit like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to no concert outside, okay? If I'm not equipped with 6 feet of distance, it's Rona. Please believe it, okay? Vaccinated or not, okay? I need my own lawn chair, okay? And it has to be the Isley Brothers, Earth, Wind, and Fire, Frankie Beverly and Maze or something like that, or the Whispers, okay? Them are all I'm going to see because I know grown folks is there. That's it. That is it. One concert goer and TikToker said that she overheard groups of people speaking about taking people out. And they weren't talking about to dinner. Okay? Many serial killers. They have unleashed literally miniature trial run serial killers in a crowd, didn't check any bags, okay? Drugs everywhere. Where? Everywhere. They are everywhere. And then you get the person that is the leader, which is Travis Scott, to stand before everybody and say, I want you to make the motherfucking ground shake. You know what you're here to do. Rage. Uncontrollable anger is the definition of rage. Let me move on. Let's get to the pricker. Right. The Houston chief stated that a security guy was injected with something and passed out. He was immediately administered Narcan. He was sent and seen by medical staff who also saw the mark on his neck, and he pointed to his neck, the mark on his neck. They treated him. That was it. All of a sudden, right? You know what? I went back and talked to him. I found the security. And you know what? You know he mistaked his motherfucking head for his neck. Ain't that something? Do you know that he mistakenly said injection with a needle, but he really meant to say hit over the motherfucking head? Can you believe it? Can you believe it? No, I can't. And I won't. Okay? The only other thing that I would believe that you don't want out, and this is allegedly, this is just Nikki O, what do I know? Right, is that this particular security guard may have been one of the security guards who was illegally hired, who happened to be a motherfucking dopehead, who actually got a hold of some of them bad drugs that when he got up in there, he took that shit and decided to rage. You know what I'm saying? He was in the Travis Scott fuckfest, right? He decided to rage. And then he passed the fuck out and you guys administered Narcan. Whoever you guys are. This allegedly, don't take my word. You don't want to say that because either you say that he was injected or either you say that we made a mistake. Somebody, whoever the we is, pick whoever the fuck the we is. The courts will figure out whoever the we is. FBI will figure out who the we is. Hired an alleged dopehead without any background check, without any credentials, without any training. Which one seems worse? I'll take he was hit over the head for $200. That don't make sense, Chief. We still saying that shit. And you got to go out there and say it, Chief, because you was a motherfucker who opened your mouth in the beginning. The man came out and said, I need y'all to stop spreading these rumors. says the man who spreaded the rumor. So we gonna roll with that. In my eyes, the prickers, plural, are still out there. Allegedly. Okay, that's just allegedly. Okay. Now, let's go on. One of the concert goers did say at one point, when she was holding her head up, trying to gasp for breath to breathe and make her way out, she was being constantly punched in the back of her head and in her back. What type of shit is this? Miniature serial killers in the crowd. The venue in Travis Scott had numerous mistakes and safety issues that could not be overlooked in my eyes. I feel like the concert should have been stopped several times. Not checking anyone's bags. Being encouraged, I'm up here looking and thinking, being encouraged to rage. There was no COVID testing. You were allowed to show your COVID card, but then it was people inside that were so happy because they made fake COVID cards, and because you didn't hire top-notch security of the world cred, you just had some regular smuggler people looking at stuff, and then they were just like, I don't give a damn, let them in, There was lack of a medical equipment. People say, no one expected for this big thing to happen. Well, you don't expect for no fire to take place in your house, but your ass got a fire detector up that need batteries in it right now, don't you? You ain't got no ass in the last 5 years, and you still got that dry rotted ass condom in your wallet, right? Hoping and wishing for the day, right? So don't be telling me about what you don't expect to happen. People don't get ready. In this instance, when lives are at stake, you stay ready so you don't have to fucking get ready. There was limited medical staff, limited medical equipment. The list goes on. Countless people got hurt. The total was 8. Now it's 9. Unfortunately, it's going to be raised because it's too many people online stating that they saw bodies everywhere. And that place was too wide spread out for people to keep talking about the same 8 or 9 bodies. Now 9, not or, now 9. RIP to those people. Senseless. Travis Scott came out, said that I'll pay for the funerals for the people that I'm offering counseling. I say it ain't enough. That's my opinion, and I wasn't even there. My heart hurt for them people and their family. These people who attended will be traumatized for life. Can you picture you not being able to breathe, and the only thing you can see is to your left is zombified ass people. To your right, you may be looking at the fucking stage. See you on the next side. See you on the other side. With flames. Let's get hot on these bitches. Right before your very eyes. Others screaming help, not to mention that you're walking on top of people. It's horrible. At the time, this man yelling, make the ground shake. I don't know if it was at the exact moment. Who the fuck knows? It just goes on and on, okay? This cannot be overlooked and treated as if this was just a rowdy concert. Travis Scott has a history of raging, okay? And if you provoke a crowd to rage, uncontrollable anger, shit gonna happen, right? So what do you expect? At the least, what I feel is that this should spark a nationwide venue safety protocol check to make sure everyone is equipped with the training, the knowledge, and the amount of staff to handle an event like it's such. There are also needs to be fines and criminal charges that I feel that need to be set up under any entertainer or event venue that knows of detrimental issues going on and do not stop the show to maintain the safety of those involved. That's how I feel. But like I said, I'm Nikki O. What do I know? Next, I'll be uploading videos and stuff of the different people and their experiences. My heart goes out to everyone involved. Like I said, I won't cover this until something else major comes out. But yeah, this is some bullshit. Love.